What's up, heroes of Nerd Society? Today we're diving into a legendary list, the very first villains who actually defeated the Avengers in the comics. Yep, Earth's mightiest heroes didn't always come out on top. These early threats proved that even the most powerful team can fall when the odds are stacked. So before we jump into these classic showdowns, don't forget to hit that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. Let's suit up and head back to the golden age of Marvel storytelling. Space Phantom was the first villain to truly outsmart and defeat the Avengers as a team. Debuting in Avengers number 2, he used his ability to mimic any person he encountered, creating chaos from within. By impersonating different Avengers one by one, he manipulated them into turning on each other. This sowed deep mistrust among the team, threatening to tear them apart entirely. His psychological tactics proved far more dangerous than brute strength. What made Space Phantom so effective was not just his shape-shifting, but how expertly he exploited the Avengers' egos and insecurities. Iron Man, Hulk, Thor, and the rest were left confused and divided. At one point, Hulk quit the team entirely because of the mistrust the villain stirred. Even though Space Phantom was eventually defeated, the damage to the team dynamic had already been done. His legacy remains as the first to truly shake the foundation of Earth's mightiest heroes. Masters of Evil were the first true supervillain team to bring down the Avengers without even needing a physical fight. In Avengers number 7, Baron Zemo gathered powerful allies, including the Asgardian sorceress Enchantress and the strongman Executioner. Instead of brute force, they used manipulation and dark magic to achieve victory. The Enchantress cast a powerful spell that distorted the minds of the Avengers, turning them against one another in chaos. The strategy worked flawlessly. Under the spell's influence, the Avengers lost control and nearly destroyed themselves from within. Their trust crumbled, and their unity fell apart, making them vulnerable without ever facing a direct attack. This early defeat proved that the greatest threats don't always come from strength, but from clever tactics and mind games. The Masters of Evil left a lasting impression as the first villains to mentally and emotionally dismantle the Avengers. Kang the Conqueror made his debut in Avengers number 8 and instantly proved himself a major threat to the team. Arriving from the future with highly advanced technology, he set out to rule the past with ease. His superior weaponry, strategic mind, and futuristic armor gave him a massive edge over the Avengers. They were completely outmatched, unable to counter his tech or predict his next move. Kang's entrance shifted the scale of danger the team would face going forward. He used force fields, paralysis rays, and time-based traps to neutralize each Avenger, leaving them helpless. What made the defeat even more striking was how effortless it seemed for him. Thor's hammer and Iron Man's suit were no match for his tech-enhanced foresight. Even though the team eventually regrouped, Kang's first appearance left them shaken. It was a clear message that threats from across time would be just as deadly as those on Earth. Count Nefaria took a more devious approach to defeating the Avengers in Avengers number 13, relying on trickery rather than brute force. He invited the team to a supposed diplomatic event held in his honor, only to trap them in a carefully laid ambush. Using knockout gas, he rendered them unconscious and had them imprisoned without a single fight. With the heroes out of commission, Nefaria executed a bold plan to destroy their public image. He created twisted duplicates of the Avengers by copying their powers and used them to stage attacks disguised as the real team. These imposters tarnished the heroes' reputations, turning the public against them. Nefaria's strategy was psychological warfare at its best, proving a villain doesn't need fists to cause lasting damage. Though the Avengers eventually cleared their names, the event showed how easily public trust could be weaponized by a clever adversary. Kucians made their surprise debut in Avengers number 14 as an alien race living secretly beneath Earth's surface. When their hidden civilization was discovered by the Avengers, they responded immediately with overwhelming force. Without warning, they launched a coordinated attack using high-tech weapons, capturing the heroes one by one. The team was taken completely off guard, unable to defend against the sudden ambush. Each Avenger was rendered unconscious and transported underground to face the Kucian leader. The aliens demonstrated superior strategy, using both advanced technology and the element of surprise. Their tactics were precise and merciless, proving they were not to be underestimated. Although the Avengers would later recover, the incident marked a rare moment where an alien force neutralized Earth's mightiest heroes. The Commissar was introduced in Avengers number 18 as a powerhouse created to showcase military strength in contrast to the American super team. Acting as a communist super soldier, he aimed to prove that the Avengers were no match for foreign power. By luring the team into a remote location under false pretenses, he isolated them from any backup. Once trapped, he used sheer strength and calculated strikes to take them down quickly and efficiently. His plan was driven by ideology as much as power. What made the Commissar so dangerous was his mix of physical dominance and psychological warfare. He used the defeat to humiliate the Avengers on a global stage, attempting to shift public perception in his favor. Even without advanced tech or mind control, he managed to overpower Earth's mightiest heroes through planning and raw might. His appearance served as a bold commentary on Cold War tensions, showing that enemies could come from both ideology and strength. Swordsman, known as Jack Duquesne, first appeared in Avengers 19 as a skilled and cunning fighter who posed a serious threat to the team. Using his expert swordsmanship and strategic mind, he managed to trick the Avengers and nearly kill Captain America. By incapacitating their leader, he left the rest of the team vulnerable and disorganized. This lack of leadership made it easier for him to defeat the Avengers in battle. His blend of finesse and deception made him a formidable foe. Despite lacking superpowers, Swordsman's skill and precision made him incredibly dangerous. His attack forced the team to face challenges without their strongest tactical mind. The near-fatal blow to Captain America was a blow to their morale, proving that even skilled humans could turn the tide against superheroes. Swordsman's victory highlighted how crucial leadership is in team dynamics and how easily a single disruption can lead to defeat. Enchantress used her magical powers and cunning to outwit the Avengers in Avengers number 21. Unlike villains who rely on strength, she specialized in manipulation and trickery. She set traps that not only physically restrained the heroes, but also turned public opinion against them. Her spells caused confusion and distrust, weakening the team's unity from the inside. This strategic approach allowed her to claim a decisive victory without a direct fight. Her mastery of magic made her a unique threat to the Avengers, forcing them to face challenges beyond physical combat. By influencing minds and manipulating events, Enchantress demonstrated how powerful psychological warfare can be. The defeat showed the hero's vulnerability when battling foes who control perception and reality. Her victory highlighted the dangers of magic and manipulation in the early years of the team's history. Dr. Doom used cunning and deception to defeat the Avengers in Avengers number 25. He sent a fake invitation to Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver, luring them to Latveria under false pretenses. Once there, the team was trapped inside Doom's heavily fortified castle filled with deadly traps and his robotic Doombots. The element of surprise worked in Doom's favor, as the Avengers were caught off guard and outmatched by his defenses. His strategy relied on misdirection and overwhelming power. What made Doom's victory significant was his combination of intellect and technology. The Doombots created confusion and chaos, while the traps restricted the hero's movements. Even powerful members struggled against his mechanical army and the castle's defenses. Doom's plan showed how a mastermind villain could use his resources to control the battlefield. This encounter reinforced Doom's reputation as one of the Avengers' most dangerous and clever enemies. Atuma, the fierce Atlantean warlord, struck a major blow against the Avengers in Avengers number 26. Recognizing the power of dividing his enemies, he challenged the team members individually instead of facing them all at once. This strategy allowed him to quickly overpower key heroes like Wasp, Captain America, and Scarlet Witch one by one. His physical strength and combat skills gave him the upper hand in each solo fight. Atuma's approach emphasized the danger of isolation and lack of teamwork, By exploiting the Avengers' separation, Atuma showcased his tactical mind and brute force combined. His military background as Atlantis' leader gave him experience in calculated battles, making him a deadly foe. The defeats of individual heroes weakened the entire team's morale and left them vulnerable to further attacks. Atuma's victory was a reminder that even the strongest team can fall if their members are picked off separately and systematically. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the first villains to defeat the Avengers, make sure to like the video and leave your thoughts down below. Don't forget to subscribe for more epic superhero content coming your way. Stay tuned for the next video, and as always, keep being awesome.